Just matters of public interest.
Well, if it's a public interest, you should let the police know.
Should I?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because the police protect the public.
Okay, well the public interest is how people's tax money is being spent, upkeep of the building, interactions with police constables. Who are you?
Who are you first?
I don't have to identify myself,
Then
but you're the one
not-
asking questions.
Well, no, you're filming me as I'm going into my place of work. You can imagine if I was filming you and you were going into work, you'd want to know why I was doing
Well,
it.
if you were doing it from public, I couldn't really have an objection.
No, you would. It'd be an invasion.
The officer tries pulling the same tired false comparison. He says, imagine if I filmed you at work, but that logic collapses instantly. If someone films from a public space, there's nothing to object to, and that's exactly the part officers keep ignoring. A police station isn't a private company. It's a public institution funded entirely by taxpayers. Police officers aren't private workers. They're public servants with significant authority over ordinary citizens. The comparison fails because the power dynamic is completely different.
No, because I can film anything I can see from public. If you're in public, you haven't got any privacy.
Right, okay. So, you're filming people at the police station for the public's benefit?
Yes.
And what are you going to do with these videos?
I don't know, just use it for my own recreation.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, you carry on as you are.
Good. So, who are you?
I don't need to identify myself.
You don't? Okay. Just a jogger. Excuse me?
What are you doing?
I'm just filming.
Why?
Matters of public interest.
Huh?
Matters of public interest.
Alright.
Just people interested in, the upkeep of the building, how their taxes being spent. So who are you? Are you?
Do you understand that filming
police
outside of a
constable.
police station looks a little bit suspicious?
What are you suspicious of?
Well, why are you filming
Would you
outside the police
identify
station?
yourself? You're just a guy that
I don't need to
in random dress.
myself to you.
Well, I don't even know who you are, mate. Could you identify yourself, please? Fair enough, if you're a member of the public and you're curious, then I'll tell you, but if you've got a bit of authority or something, then I think you should identify yourself.
Alright mate, there's a guy filming outside the station. No, some bloke walking down.
You just come from the gym or something?
No.
Sorry, who are you?
Right. Tell you who I am. My name's PC Allen. I work here at
Oh, okay, thank you, Mr.
We finally get an ID, PC Allen. But look at what it took to get here. The auditor had to repeatedly ask who he was dealing with. Officers seem to forget that identification isn't optional. It's a requirement. When you're exercising police powers or questioning someone, you must clearly state your name and collar number. That's the foundation of accountability. The amount of back and forth needed just to get a simple identification shows how reluctant some officers are to offer even the most basic transparency.
I'm not here for an argument or to antagonise
Yeah, but
anyone.
I don't really understand why you're filming outside the station.
I've explained matters of public interest. People are interested in how their tax money is being spent, the upkeep of the building,
Right.
interactions
You
with
can
police
understand from my
officers.
perspective, right?
Yeah.
Terrorist risk at the moment is substantial.
Okay.
It's quite strange that as a member of the public, you're stood outside the police station filming. Yeah.
So what are you implying? Do you
So
think
what
I'm a terrorist?
exactly are you filming?
I've explained it, sir.
Right.
So the terrorist risk is substantial, is it? When was the last time a police station was attacked by a terrorist?
Luckily, not recently.
Well, do you actually know when was the last time?
No.
Here comes a predictable terrorism card with zero factual basis. The auditor asks a simple question. When was the last time a UK police station was attacked by terrorists? The officer admits he doesn't know, because it isn't an actual threat. This is fear-mongering disguised as policing. They invoke terrorism to justify suspicion of perfectly lawful behavior. It's lazy, dishonest, and completely unsupported by reality.
Okay. It's a bit of a strong word to be using.
Alright, guys.
You right, mate?
Hello, good morning.
Morning,
I'm well,
how are
yourself?
you?
Can you not surround me, please?
Okay, what's going on?
I'm just filming.
For why?
Matters of public interest.
Go on, what are the public interests?
I've already explained it to...
Okay, well you can explain it to me.
What would you like to explain first?
Do you want to explain to me?
I've already explained it to this gentleman.
I know, but I'm not talking to him, I'm asking you.
Okay, matters of public interest, people interested in the upkeep of the building, where their taxpayer money is being spent, stuff like that.
Okay.
Is that all good? I don't need to give my name.
That's true.
Would you mind giving your name?
I can if there's a policing purpose for it. But
Well, yeah, do you not have to identify yourself, sir?
This sounds police officer.
Well, I don't know if you're a police officer, to be fair. Well, if you're asking me questions, you might have some...
It's just weird that you're recording outside a police station at this time of day.
With nobody.
I've explained, man. Would you mind identifying yourself? Section 43, yeah? So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43.
Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with
So you're
it.
going to be searched from Section 43.
Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000 allows stop and search only when an officer reasonably suspects someone of being a terrorist. But listen to the grounds they give. Someone filming a police station from a public place. That's it. They've essentially declared that taking photos in public equals suspicion of terrorism. This directly contradicts the ACPO 2010 guidance, which clearly states officers must not prevent people from photographing in public. They're ignoring official policy while misusing counterterrorism powers.
It's a bit weird. You're searching that. You're starting
What
for
suspicion?
Pass this, take this off as well.
Can I just leave it there?
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Yeah?
Take this off as well.
Section 43, what reasonable grounds have you got that I'm a terrorist?
Alright, you're doing something.
What are you expecting to find? What are you expecting to find?
We're not sure yet.
Police
I'm gonna
station is
search
obviously a high risk
you're
of
expecting to
terrorist
find.
threat, and that is why we decided to search you today. Alright?
High risk of terrorist threat? What does that mean? What have I done that's suspicious?
good behaviour.
As I've said, you're filming outside of a police
I've explained
station.
why I'm recording, sir.
You've not given a good reason for why you're doing so.
I've said matter of public interest to upkeep of the building. How people...
No, you could do a freedom of information request if you really felt that way.
Freedom of information request what? What am I requesting? None of you got body worn camera on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, thank you. So what were you expecting to find on me, sir? Do you mind if I grab the phone, yeah?
Yeah, I love to.
Alright, so what were you expecting to find on me? What were the grounds for the search? Do you mind answering the question?
How many times have you been filming outside of the police
I'm
station?
not going to answer that question. So what were you expecting to find on me?
I don't know what I was expecting to find on
So
you.
what were the
That's
grounds for
why I
the search?
searched you.
Filming isn't enough grounds for the
As I
search,
said
is
to
it?
you,
Section 43 again. Do you know
Section
why it was
43
introduced? Do you
gives
know
the
why it was
police
introduced?
officer a power to search
Why was
someone who
Section
they
43
reasonably
introduced?
suspect to be a terrorist. Reasonably
What
suspect
do you
is a 2 out of 10
Okay.
on the register.
2 out
alright?
of 10. So what do you reasonably suspect of me being a
Because
terrorist?
you're filming outside
this
of a
how-
police
is
station,
this how you detain a terrorist?
police stations are obviously
Why have you not put me in cuffs
high
then? Why have you
value
not put me in cuffs? I would
targets
hope
for
that-
terrorists. So from our perspective,
I'll
we're
explain.
wondering why you're stood out here filming, doing something which we would
I'll
consider
explain, sir.
hostile reconnaissance.
It's not hostile
alright?
reconnaissance. Someone doing hostile
It
reconnaissance
could
would
be,
do it covertly.
and that's why we suspect and why we need to search you.
Hostile reconnaissance would be done covertly.
It doesn't have to be.
Take that back.
It doesn't have to be, but... So why was Section 43 introduced in the first place?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people got nothing to do. I'll do my breakfast.
So what have you got to do? Unlawful searches? Is that what you do, yeah?
Have you got nothing to do with your life?
I've got nothing to do with my life, no. What do you do with your life? Just unlawfully search and detain people? You know I can sue you.
Okay.
You know
then.
I can sue you.
Okay then.
You haven't said what you're expecting to find. You didn't have reasonable suspicion. APCO 2010 says filming isn't reasonable suspicion. On the Met Police website it says that filming isn't. Why was Section 43 repelled?
Right now,
Human
you're stood outside of a police station.
European Court of Human Rights, yeah, repelled Section 44 of the Terrorist Act in 2010. For what reason? And now you're just using Section 43.
He reminds him about Section 44, the old power that was abolished in 2010 after the European Court ruled it was being abused to stop photographers without suspicion. Section 43 was supposed to fix that by requiring genuine, reasonable suspicion. Yet these officers are using it exactly like the repealed law. Same misuse, new number.
Okay.
So this is what we do now, yeah? We done now, yeah?
Sunshine.
Alright, I'm gonna keep filming. I'm gonna
You're
keep
gonna
filming.
get moved on by other officers.
Alright, cool.
You
I'm
know
gonna
that?
keep filming. What?
You've got nothing to do with your life.
I've got nothing to do, yeah.
Alright, you're gonna
What have you got to do? Unlawful detentions and that.
Yeah, just leave him. We'll crim it in and put it on. Have you circulated it? The fact that he's being weird.
Yeah, we already know you.
Right, sweet.
Alright, you're dismissed, yeah?
Dismissed.
Yeah, you're dismissed, yeah.
And once the legally questionable search finds nothing, exactly as expected, the auditor is the one who dismisses them. A perfectly justified reversal. If an officer detains you without lawful grounds, you don't owe them courtesy or pretend they acted correctly. He simply matched their energy, but within the law.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
Matters of public interest.
And what is that?
The upkeep of the building, how tax money's being spent,
Right,
interactions with police constables.
okay.
I like your scooter.
Thank you. But what's the purpose of the
In the politest way possible, I've literally just explained it.
No, I know you have, but
Thank you.
I don't understand what it is that you're.
So I'll repeat it if you want.
No, you can, yeah.
So matters of public interest
But it's kind of
pertaining to the upkeep of the building,
it's a bit-
interactions with police constables,
Okay.
and how people's tax money is being spent.
Okay. And what's the purpose? What is that?
The purpose is to promote that photography isn't a crime.
No, it's not. No,
So that's technically that's the purpose.
But of course, we have a
technically
duty as
speaking.
officers to
Absolutely.
see people filming outside.
Definitely,
the
and your
police
approach has been, pretty good. The demeanour's decent.
station. You know, like so. But I mean, you're not. So it's not. There's no nefarious.
No, it's not reconnaissance, or there's no hostility involved or anything like that.
A new officer arrives with a completely different attitude. Calm, respectful, asking genuine questions, no attempt to escalate. This is what real de-escalation training looks like when someone actually applies it. Same situation, same auditor, same activity. The only difference is the officer's professionalism. Watch how effective policing becomes when ego isn't driving the interaction.
Could I ask you to identify yourself, just
Yeah.
for the sake of obviously it's a requirement to do so, but I feel like you've been quite positive,
Well,
so
yeah.
I'll shed light on the good and the bad. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
my name.
Can you identify yourself?
Yeah, Constable Blair.
Constable Blair, and your number?
Sorry.
And your number, Mr. Blair?
5455 Sierra Oscar.
5455 Sierra
Right.
Oscar. All right, Mr. Blair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's how it should be done. That's how you should apprehend public photographers. So big up.
He actually listens. He doesn't interrupt, doesn't dismiss, doesn't jump straight to worst-case assumptions. He just listens. This is basic communication, something the previous officers failed at entirely. When you treat citizens like threats instead of people, you stop hearing them. This officer understood everything the first time because he wasn't filtering reality through paranoia. That's how low the bar has fallen. Simple professionalism now feels exceptional, but it shouldn't be. It should be the standard. 2 responses, same scenario. One group misused terrorism powers with no lawful basis and refused to identify themselves. The other officer, Constable Blair, 545 Sierra Oscar, followed the law, identified himself properly, and de-escalated the situation. Section 43 requires reasonable suspicion of terrorism. Filming from public land has never met that threshold and never will. The earlier officers exposed a weakness of their own detention by relying on ego instead of law. Blair did the opposite. He listened, acted professionally, and resolved the situation properly. And if you want to protect yourself in encounters like this, you can join the thousands who've already downloaded my Know Your Rights guide. It's linked below and includes the exact laws, key phrases, and step-by-step instructions to stay safe.